keep making these bloody videos and for some reason I can't use them. So for about the third time today, I am now 10 months on tea. It's been a while since I made a proper tea update video. Just other stuff's got in the way, like surgery and stuff, which has taken over kind of the majority of my mind. And what has happened since probably about 8 months on tea, the last time I really made a video. I've got hairier, that's always the case. Hopefully you can make this out in the video, but my hand hair is definitely coming in more, particularly around that line there. And my arm hair, especially down this side, and round like here, is coming in a lot more. Also my stomach hair is coming in a lot more, particularly obviously that line, but also bits around to the side. Means I have a constant battle with fluff. And there's still quite fine hairs at the minute, but I'm also getting hair coming in on my chest, particularly here, and around to the sides. It definitely seems to be something which has happened since surgery, which makes me think it's related to that rather than testosterone, but I thought it was worth pointing out while we're on the topic of hair as well. I'm slowly getting a little bit more facial hair coming in, but it's very gradual. Mostly my chin and my upper lip has got hair at the moment. The bit below my lower lip is very, very slowly coming in on the sides, but not so you'd notice without a camera with flash or looking very close up. So as always, getting hairy is basically the main thing. I'm also getting more comfortable in speaking and like my voice and how that sounds. Although interestingly, when I'm around people that aren't necessarily the best about me being trans, like my family, I'm less comfortable speaking or showing any characteristics which are especially male, whereas around other people I'm a lot more comfortable and I don't think about it. I almost feel around my family how I felt pre-T around other people, sort of being nervous about speaking and whether they'll notice my voice or like lack of body hair, but now it's like amount of body hair, facial hair. All the things that I was concerned about pre-T with other people, I'm now concerned about post-T around my family, because I don't know what they think of me being on T. I don't think they're happy about it. I think they kind of resigned to the fact that they won't stop me. I think it's also quite difficult because I don't really see them because it's such an awkward and uncomfortable thing, particularly my father. I went back and saw them New Year's and my dad said about 4 words to me the whole time, so it's still not a great relationship there at all. My face I think has changed. It's really hard to pinpoint how, but it definitely has, because I accidentally cut my hair way too short, and before I'd have been really, really nervous about not being read as male, but I didn't feel that bothered by it, which is fantastic, just to not always have to think about what's going on with my hair. On the topic of how my face has changed and everything, I came across a picture of me when I was 15 the other day, so it's about 4 years ago. So that was really interesting to see how I've changed. It just looks like I've aged, and before that was one of my favourite pictures of me pre-T, and kind of even like a year or two later I'd be annoyed that I would look different to what I did in that picture, and I couldn't work out how to get back to looking how I did in that picture. And now I'm at a point where I'm more comfortable how I look now than I was in that picture, which is quite strange because that was literally my favourite picture of me. My Adam's apple is definitely bigger now. It's something I've noticed a lot lately and that my girlfriend's noticed as well, and it's something I'm really happy about because that was something I always really wanted as a child, is to just have an Adam's apple. I thought it was really unfair that I couldn't have one. Well, fuck you, I have one now. My chest, really happy with it, and also I have been referred to Dr. Dan Hodgson in Bristol, who the Laurels use for their second opinion for lower surgery. My doctor at the Laurels is also going to write to the London team, St Peter's Andrology, about getting a chat in advance of a full referral to discuss my options about lower surgery. As I'm only 10 months on T and I haven't had my second opinion yet, I can't be referred properly but hopefully that means I can discuss things and decide exactly what I want when I can get referred properly. It feels a little bit like everything's going a bit too fast, but I know that if I get everything put in place, I can then ask to slow things down and delay the actual surgery. So I know this is the best way to go about things. Sort of, if everything's in place, I can slow it down, but if it's not in place, I can't then speed it up. So this is kind of the most flexible option, even though it's a little bit overwhelming at the moment. I really didn't think this would happen in this appointment, because I'm not yet a year on T, which is the point where you can then be considered for lower surgery, but they seem fairly confident that it isn't a problem, and that actually by the time I see Dr. Dan Hodgson, I will be basically a year on T, and by my next appointment at the Laurels in about 3 months' time, I will be a year on T, so that all seems fine according to them. I'll probably make another video focusing on lower surgery soon, because I need to sort out my head on kind of what I want to go for. I've been talking to some guys and they've been fantastic. I feel a lot more confident about my options. I wouldn't say I'm excited for lower surgery, but it's something that I just want to get out the way and done with so I can get on with my life. I'm excited for the end results, but I'm just not excited at the prospect of going through surgery again, because I was a wreck after chest surgery, and I think it's a little bit too clear in my mind how I felt at the moment to feel anything other than dread at going through surgery again. But I suppose focusing on the end result and the prospect of being like 21 and having the rest of my life ahead of me and not having to worry about surgery or going to the toilet or, you know, having as least dysphoria as physically possible for me is what I need to focus on, and is actually quite an enjoyable prospect. So yeah, that's how things are standing for me in life and testosterone and future surgeries, I guess. I will see you when I next make a video. Bye.